Are you ready? Get ready. Ya tú sabes. You already know. It's time. It's time for the Ya tú sabes show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Ya tú sabes. Shout out to the millions and billions of people watching all across the world right now. You're listening to the #1 online show in Dallas-Fort Worth. We're located here at Ya tú sabes Studios at 8500 North Stemmons Freeway here in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to everybody who's already logged in. Shout out to Ross who's logged in. Shout out to Miss Albany who just came back from Vegas. I'm still waiting on my souvenir, so I hope you got that, Albany. Shout out to Sean who's logged in, Mr. Hogan, Miss Vanessa who's in the studio. Shout out to Miss Stephanie as well who's logged in. Shout out to you and Ronald as well. We got to get you guys in here as soon as possible. But guys, we got an amazing show today. Really excited to have everybody on board. We're going to be doing food testing. We're going to be finding out the story of a couple of people who are doing things here locally in the DFW area. We have all types of entrepreneurs here tonight, and I'm just excited to be able to share this with everybody as well. Shout out to Max who's logged in Ya tú sabes Radio. Let me go ahead and introduce my guest that we have right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself for me, please, sir.
Yeah, Big Rome. What's going on, y'all?
Doing good. Can you not look at me in the eye when you say Big Rome? That's kind of a little awkward there, buddy.
Yeah, leave a message.
Hello. Leave a message at the beep. If you know, you know. Go ahead, sir, down there.
Hey, Gabriel from Joe's Meat Market up in Roy City.
Yes, sir. Gabriel, guys, welcome so much. Thank you for coming on Ya tú sabes Radio. They came all the way from Roy City, and I know you guys had to rotate your tires and do an oil change just to get down here.
Damn.
Man, tell me about it.
They're all upset about it. But guys, we got a really, really good show today. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into our first topic of the night. And I kind of want you guys' opinion on what's going on. And it really has to touch on gun control. Right now, gun control is, you're able to have an actual gun here in the state of Texas without having a concealed handgun license. And so most recently, there was a couple of incidents. One that happened, I think today, where these two young ladies, they were part of a cheerleading group. They went inside HEB, came out, and as they were going into the car, they went into the wrong vehicle. So there was a man that was in the vehicle. He immediately, when they realized it was the wrong car, he pulled out a gun and shot both of the girls. And these are like 15, 16-year-old young girls. They're in their uniforms, and for whatever reason, he took it upon himself to shoot both of them. A couple of them are in critical condition, and hopefully, and our prayers are with their families as well, that they make it. I can only imagine having my daughter go to some event and get a phone call that they've been shot, especially the way that they did. Big Rome, what is your take on what's going on with people with guns? And I mean, it goes on and on from road rage, and it just seems like that's everyone's first take is to pull out their gun and then ask questions later on what's going on.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, man, where's the training? I mean, if you're going to carry, I myself have a license, and sometimes it almost feels like it was taken away from me, because now that I have it doesn't really mean anything right now. But first reaction to anybody is, I want to pull something like that. It's not the right thing to do, to be honest with you. I would personally take the right training, which I did, and react differently in that situation, because I am protected differently compared to somebody that doesn't have a license.
Very good answer. And I think the education of having a gun in your possession is something that's really, really important and really, really needed, in the fact of, if you've never shot a gun, how are you going to expect to know what to do with it as well? Gabriel, what's your take on what's going on with the whole gun control and people just kind of shooting first and asking questions later?
Man, I think that, in the times that we're, even today, you almost need some kind of protection for yourself and your family. But I think, like Rome said, you need some education on it. You just can't just be able to pull it out, without, if nobody's pulling a gun at you, by law, how are you going to shoot somebody like that?
Absolutely. I've been with my girlfriend for a while, and she keeps saying I'm shooting blanks. I don't know what she means by that, but
wrong show.
But that's another topic for a different day. You know what I'm saying? But I don't use protection. Maybe I should use protection. And we're still talking about gun control, guys. So let's stay focused on here. Shout out to Miss Lisa Medina, who's logged into Yatu Salvas Radio. Y'all make sure y'all please share the actual video and make sure that we repost that to your friends and family members as well. Shout out to Mr. Marquez as well. This man has a lot of cash cars that's available. So if you're looking for a cash car vehicle, make sure to reach out to him. Shout out to Rolando, who's logged into Yatu Salvas Radio as well. And so, the other incident that happened was it's gone viral where the mother had, I guess, their nephews or something was at a birthday party or what have you. So the mom sends the teenager to go pick up his cousins. So he drives to the house and it was the same street name but different address. So the young boy goes up there and literally just knocks on the door. He's about 16 years old. And in the midst of him knocking, the man, he's an 82-year-old man, comes out blazing, shooting, and hits the young kid in the head, and he immediately falls down. They rush him to the hospital, and it was just a wrong, being at the wrong place, and just a coincidence that he just happened to go to the wrong address. But in the midst of that, he almost is dead. Is it getting to the point where Uber drivers can't even go to your house to deliver your food, Uber Eats and all these situations? It doesn't feel safe to even go anywhere, without any type of protection or anything like that.
Right. I think the biggest thing I look at is, don't answer the door. If they don't have anything in their hands, they're not causing any type of trouble, just don't open the door. I do the same thing. I see kids just knocking random doors, having fun, being a kid.
Exactly.
I grew up that way, same way, unless you're throwing eggs, hey, I'll throw eggs back at you or something. But,
right.
Other than that, it's the approach, man. You can't automatically think that they're trying to, get in your home. So it's a different situation. Like I said, prayers to the young child that passed. And, like I said, just don't answer the door. Just like we don't answer to the salesman that's trying to sell you electricity and solar and
everything
same
else.
thing.
Yeah.
Do the same thing. So you got to worry about it.
Let me ask you, Big Ron, do you have young children or teenagers?
Yes, I do.
Do we need to start now educating our kids to not go to people's yards and not trespassing now, and making them aware of the consequences that are aware of even riding a bike into the wrong neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm glad you told me that. I think that's something that we've already raised our kids anyways, is, hey, you know what? If you're not sure that's the house, text me. Take a picture of that house. I'll tell you if it is or not.
Yeah.
It's all about educating your kids too when they're young. If you don't do that, you just never know what you're going to be approached. And unfortunately, obviously, the situation that just happened. So.
And it's crazy. Our era, it was just about not to talk to strangers.
That's it.
That's simple.
Simple as that.
And now we live in an era where you can't even let your kids go to their friend's house or ask to go drop off whatever down the street at Theo's or Theo's house because your kid may not even make it back.
Right.
It's a bad situation that we're in. So definitely prayers for all the families that are involved in gun violence. And it continues to happen in schools. It continues to happen in churches, and it's sad. Nowhere is safe these days. And so, we definitely need a lot of prayer all around to make sure that this doesn't continue to happen. Shout out to Miss Julia, who's logged in. Shout out to Priscilla Palacios, who's logged to Yatu Salvas Radio. Miss Connie Linares, hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Shout out to Miss Abby, who's logged in. Michelle Luna, Tony Wynn with Cozy Installs. We have a lot of entrepreneurs who are watching the show. Shout out to Uncle Steve Shake.
Uncle Steve.
There you go.
There's the man, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend. I'm going to have to meet him and shake his hand.
Yeah.
He'll be here Juneteenth, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. We need to get Uncle Steve
You
here.
got to give him a sweet shake, though.
Right.
You'll know later.
Guys, these are just dad jokes, I promise.
It does exist, but it's all right.
Right. So, speaking of comedy, we're going to be having a show next month, May 12th and May 13th on a Friday and Saturday that I'll be hosting and also performing live at the Look Cinema in Dallas and as well as the one in Arlington. Look out for the actual flyer that's going to be coming out for that comedy show as well. And so, we got a lot of things going on right now. We're going to take a quick break with Yatu Salvas Radio. When we come back, we're going to find out about who these guys are, what they're doing, how they're changing the game, and how they're serving the community and helping everybody along the way. So you guys stay tuned. Yatu Salvas.
plan your daughter's quinceañera or Sweet 16? Look no further and book with Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
We offer beautiful, creative, and fun photos to remember that special day in your daughter's life. Everything from portraits, invitations, print and framing, and full day coverage of the quince.
We have affordable packages and dates available to be of service to your family.
Find us on social media at Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions, photo and video for your quince or Sweet 16.
Feel the Flow Productions, your source for quality and creative photography.
This is...
Ew, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? It's Sweetie.
This is the Ya Tu Sabes radio show.
Are you ready?
Have you been looking for a job and keep hitting a dead end? Where they're located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Jobs that they're looking to fill include forklift drivers, machine operators, clamp drivers, pickers, packers, scanners, window assemblers, shipping and receiving, general labor, and much more. Located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Call them today at 972-942-5551. We'll see you then. Hey kids, who's your number one online radio host?
Ya Tu Sabes.
It's your boy, Ya Tu Sabes, and I'm here with...
Caesar, founder of Loquito Coquito.
Are you looking to create a crazy night with family and friends? Then make sure you pick up some Loquito Coquito made of natural fruits and other ingredients and get loco with Loquito Coquito.
Yo, 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 what's up? This your boy YF Dizzy from the Red Pill Experience. And if you want to laugh and have a good time, then you are at the right location. This is Ya Tu Sabes.
This is another Too Cold Beats exclusive.
Chasing things, you know I always spit it like it really ain't a thing. Best believe it coming through, showing you just how we do, always showing out, just like we
you ready? Get ready. Ya tú sabes. You already know. It's time. It's time for the Ya tú sabes show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ya tú sabes. We are back here at Ya tú sabes Studios, located at 8500 North Stemmons Freeway here in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Steven Dixon. Shout out to Miss Sarah Garcia. Shout out to Victor Alba. Ya tú sabes. Shout out to Mr. Willie Contreras as well. We got Steve Brown in the house. You're right, Steve. Radio does add about 10 pounds to it. I don't know what happened here. All I know is the bigger the panza, the bigger the chanza.
That's right. That's right.
Let them know, right, Big Rome?
Hey, you know it, Uncle Steve. Come on now.
There you go. Shout out to Donnie, who's in the house. Shout out to my cousin Adrian, who's in the house, a.k.a. Ace Love. Muy chingon. I swear he better stop with those photos on Facebook. Shout out to my sister Angela, who's logged in. Shout out to my brother Michael, my mom Eva, my daughter Soraya, granddaughter Camila. We got everybody logged in. Shout out to Ruby, who's logged into Ya tú sabes Radio. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into this actual interview. Shout out to Mr. R. Luna. Shout out to the whole family out there as well. And so, guys, you know, we got Mr. Big Rum here representing Roy City.
Well, Rowlett.
And we got Mr. Roy City over there.
Roy City, the man, the myth, the legend.
There you go, the
Mound up.
And so, guys, you know, let me start off with you, Big Rome. Kind of tell us a little bit about who you are, what you're doing, how you got into the whole barbecue business, and everything of that sort. Go right ahead.
How much time do I have, man?
You just talk. You just
All right,
talk.
sounds
If
good.
you see me dozing off, then that's when
Okay.
you need to stop.
It's going to get boring then.
I'll just mess with you.
Wrong.
Right.
All right. Well, pretty much, man, this started when I was a kid, man. I used to watch my tios, you know, my family, my parents, you know, get down on the grill. I was the guy that couldn't get the steak, man. You know, I used to see the good steaks there. And, you know, I remember one time with my tio, he would be like, hey, you want a little bit of this? And there were little tripitas that they made and stuff like that. And, you know, I was inspired in just looking at them and how barbecue got everybody together, you know, and talked. No matter the chismes, no matter everything that happened between the family, a barbecue brought the family together.
Amen to that.
Yeah, you know, and I think that with that, I grew up saying, man, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And throughout the years, through the high school, when I graduated, I was only 17 years old. That's when I started backyard grilling in California. That's where I started doing my little flavor profiles, the little things that I was trying to create, and I would suck at it. I ain't gonna lie.
What part of California are you from?
L.A. I grew up in L.A. I was born in Dallas, but grew up in L.A.
So you're a Dodgers fan?
Yes, I am.
There you go. They've been doing good the last few years.
I'm been a Dodgers fan, Lakers. You know, it is what it is. But I am a Cowboys fan. So,
yeah, there you go.
You know, and like that, like I said, man, back in 2000, I started grilling. Once I started grilling, you know, I just started loving doing what I did. Then I moved to Texas and started to learn my ways out here in Texas. And man, Texas got a different beast in their hands, man.
Yeah.
Talking about briskets, pork butt, ribs, how they smoke everything. And I was able to kind of, you know, use my flavor profiles into the Texas style and just got it all together. And, you know, in California, it's like being in Mexico already, man. Their flavor profiles we're dead on. So I think bringing all that together really brought what, you know, is today right now. And, you know, honestly, when I started doing videos on barbecue groups and stuff like that, had to do with one of my brothers that passed away. He would always tell me, hey, you should throw it out there, man. Don't do it just with your family. You have a passion to show everybody else. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And when he passed away, rest in peace, that motivated me. I needed to keep my mind busy.
Yeah.
I really wanted to throw it out there, and I started doing it. And, you know, got inspired by the other barbecue brothers that did their thing. And, you know, once I started doing it, I just started teaching people how I did my way of barbecue, because my way was way different in Texas.
Yeah.
But, you know, people either looked at it like, oh, that's not barbecue, but hey, it's barbecue. You know, there's different ways of doing it. And, you know, over the years, I just started loving what I do. And, you know, we started our own barbecue group, met some barbecue brothers and did what we did. And I just love the fact that, you know, with the family of barbecue and us learning how to do what we do, you know, in the end, when I started catering, I think that was the biggest thing. I did not feel like I needed to do that. You know, it wasn't in my heart. I think it was more about helping others.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will tell you that comes in mind when it comes to what I love to do is I help others grow. And that was my passion right there. But my passion was also barbecue. And once I started getting into catering and pop-ups and stuff, it's something that I feel like, hey, I want to do it.
Yeah.
It's a passion. I said, I love grilling already. Might
Yeah.
as well sell some barbecue and see what happens, know?
Right.
And ever since then, be honest with you, I've been going strong since last year.
Yes.
But grilling since 2000.
Yeah.
So that's a long time of experience in a sense to learn. I'm still learning till this day.
Absolutely.
Every
It
time,
never ends.
It never ends. I keep learning,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful to have a lot of barbecue brothers to show me their ropes, and I'm gladly to help my ropes in how I do my things.
Man, I love the story. I love the fact that you hit on something that's really big, which is barbecue. Barbecue brings family together, and it brings people together, and you meet so many new people at that. And I say that because, have you ever invited somebody to your house? Let's say you invite me, and then there's always that one guy that brings all their friends and primos and everybody, and all of a sudden you get to meet new people. And it's crazy how, barbecue is what I call it. It's even networking.
Right, exactly. And I think that's the biggest thing right there. I used to see people come over, and at first I was like, who brought these people over? What's going on?
These extras.
Yeah. Who's these extras right here? They're not part of the commercial.
Right.
But either way, I think that brought new clients.
Yeah.
Because they tried your stuff out, and they're like, hey, where can I get some more?
Exactly.
So I think networking is a great way of doing that. So.
Absolutely. Shout out to Laura, who's logged in. Shout out to Cesar Reyes, who's also logged in. Shout out to Steve Brown, who's logged in as well. And, it's one of those things that, with barbecue, there's so many different styles. And what's great about barbecue is that everyone has their own little twist. I love the fact that you're from LA. I've never been to LA. My goal is to go this year, but their tacos are different. Their fajitas are different. Their barbecue's different.
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm actually looking at taking a trip over there pretty soon. And one thing that's booming out there in California is pop-ups.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. They used to be there, but this time it's like every block in LA is selling something.
It's like a pulga on every corner.
Pulga. So you think when I'm going over there, I'm gonna try check it out, see what they
Yes.
have, and bring that here to Texas and see what we can do.
Do you have family there?
A lot of family, brother.
Okay.
A
The
lot
reason
of
I'm
family.
asking is so when we go together, I just invited myself. I just need that tia to have that extra room that, I can go ahead and bring my little, backpack. I don't need much. I just need a little corner. You know what I mean?
Hey, I got some friends, bro. If
Yeah.
you need a spot, let me know.
Just give me that. Give me that.
And I'll tell you the spots where to go.
There you go. I need the cobija que tiene la Virgen y todo eso. Just stay
We
warm.
have it all, bro.
Everything. So, shout out to Nancy who's logged in. Shout out to Araceli who's logged in as well. She said representing the city of Linwood, California.
Yes, that's where I grew up, man. That was the city, 310, baby. Graduated Linwood High School there.
Yeah.
And, man, did what I did, and I love what I'm doing now. And it's awesome to let everybody in LA know that, hey, I still represent. So
Absolutely.
I love Texas, though.
The last time I got a call from a 3-1 area code, it was Bill that was calling.
Yeah. That's
Bill
probably
Collector. Bill Collector was calling from a 310. I said, you know what? You didn't get your money yesterday. You didn't get it today. And you ain't going to get it tomorrow. Shout out to Sonny Garza, who's logged into Yatu Sava's radio as well.
Sonny.
And so, yeah, we're here. We're speaking to Big Rome. So you've been doing it since 2000?
Grilling, backyard grilling, doing videos probably the last 10 years. But doing the catering and the pop-ups.
Yeah.
Since last year, going strong. It's been 3 years, but I consider last year like my breakthrough. Got a lot of opportunities to go to different special events. Also got invited to a lot of great events that are happening this year. So definitely, I want to mention those because I think those are going to be pretty awesome. So Unity Fest for the second year in a row. That's going to be in Garland. We're going to bring everybody in the community together to support the Garland area and have a bike ride, car show. We're going to do it all. And then I got invited to the Carne Asada Fest 2023.
Congratulations on
man,
that.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Man, it was a blessing just getting that message. Hey,
Yeah.
you should apply. I'm like, okay, well, let's make it happen.
Yeah, shout out to Sonia Kilo.
Sonia
who's
Kilo,
doing that.
man. Sonia Kilo did her thing. So thank you, Sonia.
Absolutely. That's going to be a fun event. I think that's happening May 29th.
Yes, Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, and everyone's invited. Just buy that ticket.
There you go. And so I've noticed a lot of you, I've noticed you personally really do a lot of Facebook advertising as far as like putting yourself out there and being a part of a lot of these different competitions. What have you learned by being around a lot of other barbecue people, and how have you used that information to do what you do for yourself?
Yeah, I think that, it's, to me personally, it's really just supporting others that have their own product.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of seasonings in Texas,
Yeah.
or all over the world, right?
Yeah.
And, for me to use their style of seasoning or whatever is what I wanted to bring to the table. At the same time, bring the style that I bring in California and see what I can implement on that piece of meat. So right now I do a lot of brisket,
Yeah.
a lot of pork butt, ribs, chicken, and I do it differently every time, try to change it up and see what I can bring to the table.
I love it. So you spoke about seasoning. Did you create your own seasoning?
Yes, I did. I actually have my seasoning over there in a little cart there as we speak. I have 2 seasonings out, Competition Sazon, Big Rome's Competition Sazon, Big Rome's Steak Sazon, all available at Joe's Meat Market, Torres Meat House, all the Jabos Ace, there's 5 locations there, prolific out there in Watauga, Texas. That's where it's available. And if you can't go to any of those, just hit me up and we'll mail you your seasoning of your liking.
I love it. Shout out to Mandy Lucio, who's logged in. Shout out to my uncle Albert Cisneros, who's logged in as well. And we're here talking with Big Rome, Big Rome's Barbecue. And so here shortly, we're going to be doing a taste test. But we're going to go ahead to your partner right next to you, Mr. Gabriel. How you doing tonight, sir?
What's up, buddy? Ya tu sabes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy, for coming on here tonight. We're excited to have you come in here all the way from Roy City. And so I want to first say thank you for having me inside of your store. I went there now a couple of times before. And first of all, my daughter and my sister and my daughter love your conchas, first of all.
Yeah, buddy. They're Texas size too,
Yeah,
buddy.
the whatever steroids you're using on them, yeah, keep
secret.
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? So they love your conchas, but tell them a little bit about, if no one's ever been inside your store, what does it look like when you walk in through the first door? Because my experience was, I walked in there, saw a little bit of everything, and that's what kind of just, my eyes were going all over the place, and I like it because it just seemed like a one-stop shop.
That's correct. We want to create a wow effect when you walk in. It's just not a meat market. We got a little bit of everything in there. We got memorabilia. We got shirts, hats, knives, stickers, seasonings from a lot of local vendors.
Yes.
And they call us and they let us know, hey, we got something. And I'm like, yeah, bring it over here para acá, man. We can try it out. Give it to Rome, test it. Help them out. We like to help small businesses, but we try to have items that are a little higher quality than your normal Mexican meat markets, a little higher grade. And I think that's what's attractive, because we've been here lately. We've been bringing people even from out of state that are just passing through the airport. And then let's go to that little meat market on TikTok.
Yeah.
And so we started recording some of those videos, or you name it, New York, California, Florida, Idaho, Chicago.
Yeah.
But here locally, man, we get them as far as, Grand Prairie, Fort Worth, Arlington. Used to be just the weekend. Now it's every day, bud.
Love it.
And if you compare some of those prices that we have there to the Dallas area, and they're basically half the price of those high grade items. So
I love it. So I love your store. I mean, from when you walk in, there's also a little restaurant in the back that people can eat menudo or tacos or whatever. I know, right?
Yeah, my mama's recipes are right there in the back, man, and people like that. It's an old school type of cooking. Everything from scratch. We don't like to open cans of tomatoes to make salsas, nothing like that, man. We like the mama lifestyle of everything fresh, buddy.
I love it. So tell us a little bit about your backstory. How did you even get to own this business? And was kind of a history of who you are, your experiences, and how it got you to running Joe's Meat Market and making it to what it is today.
Well, I ran a restaurant for 20 years, and I was looking for a building to start my own restaurant. I got tired working for a corporate world. you're just a number in most of those corporate companies. And I wanted to work for myself, and I was looking for a building, and that building became. It was actually a grocery store. It's still a grocery store, but I went in there wanting to take over the building to put a restaurant. But the guy there wanted to just leave, and he said, "Man, just take it, try it out. If you don't like it, then take everything out and make it to whatever you need to do." So I took it over. It saw the potential. It was like having 3 businesses in one, and like a grocery store, a restaurant, and a meat market. So I saw the potential, and the stress level there was like 10% of running a restaurant. And I'm like, man, I think this is it right here. So I took it over, changed some prices. Believe it or not, we lowered the prices and doubled the sales.
Wow.
It doesn't
Imagine
sound
that.
logical.
Right.
But that's what it took.
Yeah.
We sold some items at cost just to get people in the door. And man, we went from making $450 a day to $26,000 a day.
Amazing. God is good.
Yeah, and
I love it.
And all we do is take care of the customer, man. Listen
There
to
you
the
go.
customer, and I think that's every business. I think that's what Rome does too.
Absolutely.
He works with his products, and that's what we like to do. Listen to the customer.
I love it. And so, how many years has Joe's Meat Market been there now?
That store's been there maybe 30 years. Actually, Joe's Meat Market's probably 20, and I bought it about 9 years ago. And I took it over, and it was hard like any other business in the first few years. But you stick to your guns, stick to your product, stick to your quality, and take care of your customers, man.
I love it. I love it. Great story. Big Rome, quick question for you. Being an entrepreneur, we always see the great things in being an entrepreneur and getting your product out and getting your own seasoning out there and sharing, the brisket and everything that you do with the whole community. But let's talk about some of the struggles that you've experienced in becoming an entrepreneur and putting all these things together so you can actually go out and do these kind of things.
There is a lot of ups and downs. I started that way, the same way. You have to spend money to make some money, right? And one thing I'll be honest with you that really, really touches home in a sense is that, Gabriel, he's been, my guidance in a sense in a lot of areas of, sometimes you're not going to make money. In the end, it's not about the money. You want to grow your brand first and then grow from there. And, that mindset was always there. But to hear it from somebody else, that just said, okay, that's what I need to do. And I've had my ups, I had my downs. There's days where I didn't make it at all.
Right.
It's okay. You got to keep pushing and push it to every limit that you can and become what you want to be. And in the end, it might be the thing to do, So I think it's the ups and downs. You're going to have friends. There's going to be friends that are going to leave because you're too busy doing what you're doing.
Right.
You got to keep going, man. I'm running like a freight train right now. I can't stop. And Gabriel has told me this 3 years ago. You can't stop. You got to keep going. I said, okay, I will. Second year, it started going. This year, forget about it. It's not stopping anymore.
There you go.
So you got to have some good people around you.
I love the fact that you're sharing your testimony on that because every entrepreneur, the stories are the same. You didn't give up. You took on those obstacles, and I don't know about you, but I started becoming a problem solver. So when things would start happening that were bad, okay, instead of complaining about it, I wanted to fix it. You want to touch on that real quick?
Right, just adjustments. You got to make adjustments and have the right people around you. People that are going to support you, collaborate with you. I got my brother, Ross. I got, Mad Max came out. My kids are always involved in what I do. Obviously Gabriel's right there with me. But, you got to have the right people around you. If they're not with you, then they need to, it's okay. You just keep going.
You sometimes outgrow people.
Right.
Doesn't mean that you're no longer their friend or you're just, it's just you outgrow. And then the entrepreneur world is a family in itself. And I always say that I build more brotherhoods with people that I meet and who will literally just check up on me, see if I just need anything. And those are coming from people who I just met a month ago.
Right.
And so, I think we all feel the same struggle. We all go through the same struggle. Therefore, we all try to help each other out. And that's why we all kind of we always have one theme in common, which we're always saying support local businesses, support small
That's
businesses,
it, man. That's
because
it.
we got to help each other out. That money is going into our kids, that money is going into our homes, and keeping everybody going as well. Shout out to Tito and his wife, Cheros Papusa. She says shout out to Big Rome, who's in the house.
Boy.
Yes. Again, shout out to Chetos, who went out to Texas Live and
Dude,
had
did you
thousands and
see that?
thousands of people.
Let me tell you, Cheros, don't forget about the little people. Eh?
Right. I was just saying the other day, I wonder if I can get an autograph from him.
I know, right? From the shirt.
Exactly. So he's another great success story, which we're going to have him back on this year as well. But it's knowing how to handle big orders and things of that sort. So talking about orders, like, you got into catering. Would you agree that it's a trial and error as far as knowing how much meat to cook and what type of event and knowing how many people are going to be fed and all those little things that go on behind the scenes? Because we were talking about earlier how you can be a master at what you're doing, but running a business is a whole nother.
It's another monster. I mean, especially when you establish that business, you got a business account, you got a credit card, you got expenses, plus you got to know how many people. Plus, the biggest part I see is that you got to have the right people around you that do the same thing. To kind of give you an idea, like Gabriel does a lot of catering in his shop, right? Big shout out also to like Pinche Smokers. I mean, I talk to him, I message him, and I say, hey, give me an idea, what do I need to do in this area? So I think having the right people around you allows you to know exactly what you're looking for, pricing wise. But yes, there's times, luckily I've overdone it than underdone it, because then I'll be like, oh man, I missed 100 people that I could have fed. But no,
correct.
I make sure I overdo it, but now that I've been doing it so much, now I can kind of figure out, how much I can put per sandwich and things like that, and figure it out.
And having the right people is exactly right. Shout out to Fernie with Field of Flow Productions, and shout out also to Jonathan, who's my board operator. And both of them we were talking about it one after the shows, how they both said, we love to do what we're doing. Gotta love it. And when you're passionate about it, it's not like I'm going to work after work. I'm going to go do what I love to do after work.
Exactly. I mean, I haven't had a day off this week. I mean, I have a lot of events going this week, and all I've been doing is smoking meats, chopping meats, getting things ready. But that's why that saying is there, smoking with passion. You got to have passion to do what you love. If it's for the money, you're in the wrong business.
You're doing it for the wrong business.
Wrong business.
I agree, because it's going to come regardless, but you just can't give up.
Yeah,
now,
it's going to come eventually.
Gabriel, as a business owner that you've been doing it now for 9 years, like he just mentioned, and we all know, you have your goods and your bads. What kind of advice could you give to somebody who wants to open up their own meat market? It's a big business, I think, that's growing. That's why you see the Michoacana with so many chains all over. Knowing that Latinos is the #1 race that's out there, we're the majority now. So we like to eat fajitas and tripas and carnitas, tablitas, whatever, right? Gorditas.
There you go. Pupusas, yeah.
Me gustan los gorditas.
Pupusa right there.
Right. So what kind of advice can you give to people who, or maybe want to get into their own, open up their own meat market, and where would you even tell them how to start?
Well, it's got to be your passion. If you don't have passion for it, it's not going to work. If you're just there for the money, it's not going to work. You're going to get tired. You're going to get stressed out. You can't do that. I don't care what kind of business it is. You got to have passion. You got passion for your business, right?
Yes, sir.
He's got passion for his. That's what makes it work.
Yeah.
And don't give up, because not every day is going to be a success day. Give yourself little goals. Today I'm going to sell, instead of selling 10 steaks, I'm going to sell 11 instead of trying to sell 100.
I love that. Setting goals.
One day at a time. Day at a time. Don't give up. And you know what? You're going to have some haters out there.
Yeah.
That's part of the business.
It is.
It's part of the business. You got to tune those suckers out and focus on you, focus on your product.
Yeah.
We focus on small businesses. We try to support a lot of the businesses that are coming in that we're using, or small businesses, whether it's a seasoning. Art Luna is on. We'd like to use his hats. His
you also had when I went, you had somebody's michelada mix.
That's right. Yeah, it's right.
In the cooler.
Business. He sold his first bottle at that store. Also, who else? Finch sold his first bottle there too on the seasoning. So we like to help those small businesses. And sometimes we may not sell a lot of that product, but we'll give them inspiration to continue. And I think that's what we need to do as a Hispanic community, support each other.
Absolutely.
Because who else is going to support us?
No one.
That's right. We got to support, like we're doing here today. We're supporting each other.
Absolutely.
And trying to help each other grow, and that's what it's all about.
And he hit something around the dot, helping your Latino families. You know, I'm really big about helping your people and doing things without wanting something back. You know, let those blessings come back to you, because I promise you they're gonna come back to you. And that's one thing that I try to thrive on, is to make the effort, because anybody could say Royce City is far, but I still made the effort to drive out there. It's not gonna change anything, but give someone who an opportunity, who may even live there, who may be a viewer who's seen it, and then they're gonna start buying from them, and you never know what happens. So, you know, I really believe in helping other people and doing what's right. And don't, like you said, whatever you're doing, don't do it for the money. You're doing it for the wrong reason. But when you're doing something right, the money will come. It'll come to you. So
yeah, and I remember going, going to Joe's Meat Market, because my brother-in-law told me about it. He says he brought a tomahawk, big old tomahawk, straight to my house, and I said, "Where did you get this?"
Right.
And he goes, "Oh, I went to Joe's Meat Market." I'm like, "Where's that at?"
Yeah.
Royce. Oh, we need a visit. Look at the size of this thing.
Right.
So then the first thing I said is, "Hey, we got to take a visit." And the first thing I went in there, he had some well-known seasonings that that are common and all that. And in the end, we're like, man, we can do something here to help. And I think in the end, when you have a vision of something that's gonna work out, and you have buy-in, Gabriel was all in all the time. I think that's the biggest thing. Now we have veteran-owned seasonings, small business-owned seasonings. First started their own sauce. Yeah, we got it all in that store now. And helping the community out, especially the way we've been doing it, and also supporting other charities that we do. I mean, it's a huge thing. So and you big shout out to Joe for that.
Absolutely, and that's one thing about a lot of us. Not only are we helping each other, but we're going back into not only just the communities that we grew up in, and helping them firsthand as well. Shout out to Nick Bryan from Midlothian, who just logged in as well. Shout out to Marty, and Marty made a very good point. Comes back threefold. Yes, sir. Marty, it does every single time. Shout out to El Fomo, who's logged in with Cozy Installs as well. Shout out to Paul. Paul said the Rednexican family. I like that.
Oh, wow.
It's a little mix of everybody, right?
Love it.
Shout out to Lauren, who's logged in. Shout out to Lucila, Nancy Cortez, Estrella, who's logged in. Shout out to again Marty. We got Chettles in the house. We got a lot of people who are logged in all over. So please share the video and let your family and friends know about these guys right here with Joe's Meat Market with Gabriel, and also Big Rome's barbecue. So guys, if you just now tuned in, we've been talking to these two entrepreneurs who are changing the game. The ones located out Rowlett and Royce City, and they're here to basically promote their business and let people know who they are and what they're doing. And that's what Yatu Sabas Radio is all about. If you're just now tuning in for the first time, we have the studio here available here in Dallas, Texas, located at 8500 North Stemmons Freeway, where we give business owners, comedians, actors, politicians, anyone, and a platform to be able to come on here, let a lot of people know who you are and what you're doing, and be able to increase your visibility and get more exposure. So thank you guys for coming in. I'm really excited because we're going to be doing some taste testing tonight, and we have some volunteers. And so we're going to take a quick break with Yatu Sabas Radio. When we come back, we're going to have a little change up on the cameras. We're going to have some people try out some of his brisket, and we're going to get down on it. So we'll be right back with Yatu Sabas Radio.
Starting to plan your daughter's quinceañera or Sweet 16? Look no further and book with Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
We offer beautiful, creative, and fun photos to remember that special day in your daughter's life. Everything from portraits, invitations, print and framing, and full day coverage of the quince.
We have affordable packages and dates available to be of service to your family.
Find us on social media at Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions, photo and video for your quince or Sweet 16.
Feel the Flow Productions, your source for quality and creative photography.
This is...
Ew, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? It's Sweetie.
This is the Yatu Sabas Radio Show.
Are you ready?
Have you been looking for a job and keep hitting a dead end? Where they're located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Jobs that they're looking to fill include forklift drivers, machine operators, clamp drivers, pickers, packers, scanners, window assemblers, shipping and receiving, general labor, and much more. Located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Call them today at 972-942-5551. We'll see you then. Hey kids, who's your number one online radio host?
Ya tú sabes.
It's your boy, Ya tú sabes, and I'm here with
Caesar, founder of Loquito Coquito.
Are you looking to create a crazy night with family and friends? Then make sure you pick up some Loquito Coquito made of natural fruits and other ingredients and get loco with Loquito Coquito.
This is...
Ew, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? It's Sweetie.
This is the Ya tú sabes radio show.
Are you ready?
I've been watching. I've been seeing. Tengo algo que te quiero decir.
Baby so fly, can't lie, and I want him back. Late night creeping when I see you posting on the gram, yeah. And it doesn't like to oppose cause of all that. So, now I really need it, I'ma put a ring up on that hand. So you wanna be my baby. You wanna be my lady. Do you wanna be my baby? Do you wanna be my lady?
I see you so sexy in your Instagram. I hear you got a page on OnlyFans, but baby, I gotta be your only man. And I know you hottin' so much on the man. Anything you upload, you get about 10,000 likes. But I just wanna be the one to hold you down through your darkest nights. Anything you like, you know I ain't tryna lead you on. Just tryna take you to a place where we could be alone. And we can sing this song until the morning come. Cause when the morning come, I'ma turn that body on and let that bottle run until it drip, drip, drip. Mama, tastes so good, I might take me a sip, sip. And I ain't quick, like these youngsters do. I'ma take my time with it, cause that feeling's overdue. So by the time we're through, you gon' beg for mercy. Screaming, ay, papi, ven aquí so you could hurt me.
Baby so fly, can't lie, and I want him back. Late night creeping when I see you posting on the gram, yeah. And it doesn't like to oppose cause of all that. So, now I really need it, I'ma put a ring up on that hand. So do you wanna be my baby? Do you wanna be my lady? Do you wanna be my baby? Do you wanna be my lady?
She wanna FaceTime, show me off her waistline. Knows that I'm cool with it, baby, I don't waste time. I just gets mine, and she is what I want. She's my biggest flex, homie, and that ain't no stunt. So sugar, tell me how you get so fly. I tell it like it is, I tell no lies. So why would I let a chance pass me by? To be that man standing right there by your side. Cause I wanna be your lover. I wanna be the one that's in between your covers. And I know it's wrong, the way that we love each other. But I know it's right, the way I feel about you, mama.
Baby so fly, can't lie, and I want him back. Late night creeping when I see you posting on the gram, yeah. And it doesn't like to oppose cause of all that. So, now I really need it, I'ma put a ring up on that hand. Do you wanna be my baby? Do you wanna be my lady? Do you wanna be my baby? Do you wanna be my lady?
That you're giving me, oh baby, just come to me. Let me take you by the hand and show you what I mean. Let me take that body to ecstasy. I can get it, boy, just like you like it. Oh, baby, just don't fight it. We can go round and round. It's your time now. I'ma give you what you need to satisfy your needs. Surrender to me, baby. We can go fast, go slow, take our time, baby. Anything that you want, you're all mine, baby. Kissing on your body, love the way you shake. Have you wrapped around my fingers? Promise me you'll stay. I'll cater to you, baby. About whatever you say. Love it when you call my name. Let's have a good time, just you and I. You know it feels so right. Let me take you high. I'll make you believe. Just surrender to me. 'Cause every little thing has you back to needing me. Yeah, back to needing me. Back to needing me. I can see it in your eyes that you're giving me. Oh, baby, just come to me. Let me take you by the hand and show you what it is. Let me take that body.
Like everything else, just takes a little time. The moment I laid eyes, no deny, had to make you mine. Come and take my hand, let's go for a ride. Slide down to the west side, where I reside. Put excitement in your life, girl, tell me what you like. It don't matter what it is, it don't matter what the price. I'm the Diddy in my city, they've been through the city lights. And your city looking pretty, and that body looking tight. In the ties, when you put that curve in that spine. It's 9:15, I can tell that you're into me. Chemistry off the meter, you'll find Mama Cedar. Come here, let me please you.
You're giving me. Oh, baby, just come to me. Let me take you by the hand and show you what it is. Let me take that body.
Yeah.
You ready? Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Are you ready?
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get ready.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Ya tú sabes.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
You
out.
already know.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
It's
out.
time. It's time for the Ya tú sabes show.
All right, guys, we are back with Ya tú sabes Radio. We are here with Big Room Barbecue. We're also here with Gabriel, with Mr. Joe's Meat Market, representing all the way from Roy City and Rowlett. So y'all guys give it up real quick for Big Room. Y'all give it up for Gabriel, who's in the house. Shout out to Ben Graves, who's logged in. Shout out to, let's see, El Fonzi. We have Arturo, who's in the house. We got Pinche Smokers. They said they're pulling up. Can you guys lock the doors? I thought I blocked them, but
bring them in. Bring it in. That's
yeah.
family right there.
Yeah. So let's see. So we got Abel in the house. We got Esmeralda in the house. We got Paul. We got Ross. We got LJ in the house. Guys, if you're just now tuning in, we are a radio station here that are all about helping others and everything like that. So we got Big Rome, who's here, who's able to sponsor his actual food. And I say that because if we have anybody who is in the food business, I definitely encourage you to come on. We made this a nice, fun experiment where we brought some people in to be able to do some free testing. So first of all, Big Rome, thank you for bringing the food and giving us all the opportunity to be able to eat that. So guys, if y'all can go ahead and grab your plate, please. What is your name, ma'am?
I'm Tasha.
We got Miss Tasha in the house. We got Jonathan in the house. We got Vanessa in the house. We got Caesar with Loquito Coquito in the house. Guys, shout out to Caesar. If you don't see our drinks, he was able to take care of us on some of their drinks. Man, they are amazing. I have the mangonada, and they are amazing. So we got the camera on the guests here. I want you guys to take a bite into that and be able to give us your feedback so you guys can look right into the camera here.
Okay.
And whenever you're ready, you can bite right into that meat.
I like the way you said that.
You like that, Tasha?
I do.
You know, I mean, the meat is just, it's juicy. I want you to get to know, So while they're trying that, Rome, tell us a little bit about what's in your actual brisket.
Nothing but love.
Nothing but love.
Hey, salt, pepper, garlic.
Jonathan,
But you know what?
how was that first bite, sir? Breathtaking.
Oh,
That
man, I
is
appreciate
the
that,
first
man.
word.
Spicy though.
Yeah.
Sounds like normal, but it's good.
Good. Miss Tasha, what's that first bite taste like? She said,
Big Mama, I'm
Speechless.
thinking I like your meat in my mouth.
She loves his meat in her mouth.
Here we go.
Guys, so much for
some more of that.
right, so much for PG. Good Lord.
Yes, that's absolutely.
Rated R for
Thank
ready
you.
to eat
Thank
some more of his meat.
Oh,
His barbecue is ready to eat for everybody.
Man, I appreciate it.
real nice and tender.
Yeah, I love
thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Miss Vanessa, what do you think about it?
It's really good. So,
Really?
Hold on. I have a story.
Go ahead.
So my cousin owns his own barbecue joint in San Antonio, and he's always told me if you cook the meat by itself with no sauce, and it's really good, that means you're doing the damn thing. So you're doing the damn thing.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do.
And this coleslaw is spicy. It's real good.
Yeah, so it's a spicy coleslaw is what we call it. Mama spicy coleslaw. My wife put it together. That's what makes my
What's her
barbecue
name?
different. My wife is Gabriela Gallegos. That's
Shout
my
out to
wife.
Gabriela. Thank you so much.
She's killing it right
He
there.
said, "Mama."
Yeah, then the barbecue sauce, it's handcrafted by Ross Schmitty Twisted Throttle barbecue sauce. Some good stuff. And obviously, I mean, the seasonings that I use on there, you're looking at them right there. There's the seasoning right there.
Guys,
So-
I'm over here eating the coleslaw with the actual brisket. I'm not a big coleslaw person, but this is really, really good. It's not your normal coleslaw that you're going to get from KFC, I'll tell you that much. How you doing? I wish you guys were here. Man, this is really, really, really good.
I appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate everyone.
I want to say something.
Hey, Coquito, come on now.
That's why.
He's been wanting this barbecue for a while.
First of all, yes, I've been wanting your barbecue for a long time, brother. When I get to taste it, gotta put my 2 cents on it. Like you said, when it comes to barbecue, you gotta try the meat by itself before trying it out. And I tried it. Perfect seasoning, bro.
Super tender.
Tender. Seasoning is on point. It's not too pepperish. It's not too salty. It's on point, man.
Yeah, good point. Not too salty.
Yeah, because they put too much seasoning and it kills the whole meat, right?
Yeah.
The coleslaw too, man. I gotta say, it's on point. Something different. I never tried it. That's how I was like looking at it. Boy, what is this? I tried it out, man. Big shout out to your wife. Absolutely amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you, wifey. You made my sandwich taste better now. Love you.
She did, guys. This is really, really good. So while we're just on the topic, if they want to use you as a catering, if they want to be able to maybe buy some type of brisket, whatever for you, I know you have all different types of packages and everything like that. Kind of touch on how they can buy the product from you.
Pretty much just reach out to me on Instagram, Big Rome's Barbecue, Big Rome's Barbecue Empire on Facebook, also TikTok. I'm there. And to be honest with you, if you book me in June, right? You book me.
Go ahead, talk about that real quick.
If you book me in the month of June, man, I'm gonna add a additional meat on that. What's it called, meal. So if you're catering for 150, 200, whatever, we'll add that extra meat on top of that.
Guys, that is an absolutely great deal. You just need to mention Yatu Sabes Radio and make sure to take advantage.
Yatu Sabes.
Absolutely. You got to mention Yatu Sabes, take advantage, you get an extra meat. Go ahead, Miss Tasha. What were you going to say? She got a mouthful right now, meat.
Let me tell you. Any chance I can get to put your meat in my mouth?
Babe.
Absolutely. This is delicious.
It's definitely something different. I like the little spice that the chipotle, the coleslaw. It does, and it gives it a good little kick right at the very end. That your taste buds ain't used to having it.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yep. Yeah, see, the thing is, everybody sells barbecue, brother, and we got to be different, different styles. I respect everybody's, and I love their flavor profiles. I'm a big fan of Pinche Smokers, brisket.
Absolutely.
I love that brisket, man. So
I love their mac and cheese, but for some reason, Maria always finds a way to run out of macaroni and cheese when I go up there and try to get my order in.
Yeah.
I swear. Shout out to Loquito Coquito for these drinks right here.
Oh, I know.
Thank you for coming and sharing this barbecue. This is delicious.
Absolutely. And thank y'all for coming and taking time out of your days for coming out here and testing this. I appreciate y'all. There you go.
Yeah.
Don't say I never gave you nothing, Jonathan. Let's see who we got. Shout out to Lizette, who's good evening to you as well. Thank you for listening to Y'all Tu Sabes Radio. Y'all make sure y'all share the actual post. Guys, we are here with business owners, Big Rome with Big Rome's Barbecue. We're also here with Gabriel with Joe's Meat Market.
Oh, by the way, the brisket's from Joe's Meat Market, by the way.
Wow.
So you get you some.
Yeah.
But you cooked it, though.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to have quality meat in order to smoke the meat.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gabriel, tell us, where can they find your actual location at, sir?
We're at 107 East Main Street in Royce City, downtown. We do some events there too. We got some events coming in. Roman is helping me get those together back in June.
Yes.
We're also having music there every Friday from 7:30 to 9:30. We support local artists, so come on down, guys.
I love it. And one thing about Gabriel, if you didn't hear and you're just now joining the show, this man literally opens his doors for entrepreneurs to be able to sell their products in his actual store. Big Rome has his seasoning up there. When I recently went up there, there's a bunch of businesses. And the great thing about how I see these two men, there is no competition with anyone.
Nope.
No one here, even in this room, who are all these entrepreneurs, we're in it to better ourselves and become more successful. And you want to talk about why it's not a competition with anybody?
Because it should be yourself. Your competition's yourself. You got to keep it that way. And hey, sharing your ideas and things like that, it ain't gonna hurt anything because you got your way of doing things, and we should share the love and all the seasonings out there. You know, if they're supporting you, why don't you support back? I own my own seasonings. I use different seasonings. I use different sauces. That's what it's supposed to be. We all unite each other and grow together, and that's what we've been doing for the last 4 years?
Yes, sir.
4 years, yep.
I love it. And the old saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work.
And that's it. And I couldn't do it without Gabriel, man.
Yeah.
Gabriel, you know, I'm there doing all the marketing and merchandising, and you know, there's a reason for it. You know, we want to help others, and we're going to try it out. We're going to see what we can do and move forward.
Absolutely. And you know, Lizette touched on something that's very important, and I think the word is humility. Staying humble while you're growing. Me and Vanessa had this conversation recently, how we talked about those blessings came from hard work, right. And never forgetting kind of where you started from. You know, I never forget, we did I did an event where I was out in a pop-up event, and I literally just had a white table, a 6-foot table, no tablecloth, some speakers that was on there, a black tent from Walmart, and that was it. And to see people like myself and all these other entrepreneurs, Caesar with Loquito Coquito, the growth. This is the thing, guys. You got to be patient, but when I say you have to be patient, it happens so fast. We do a lot of reflection, and we look back even for the last year or when we met each other, I think in 2020, and to see all of us grow. You talked about entrepreneurship, and you talked about family, and you talked about having the right people around you. That's very important, and especially after COVID, a lot of entrepreneurs were made, and they started doing different things. And you know, I'm all about sharing our testimonies and bringing people on, because the people who have maybe had fear of trying their own business, I will say this: you have nothing to lose. If you guys want to chime in on taking that leap of faith and how scary maybe it was, but then the reward that came on after that risk.
Yeah, I think it can be scary. You know, like I said, when I started, it was the same way. But you know, in the end, it's all about that passion and the people that are around you. At the same time, those people that are supporting you for what you do, man. Supporting, sharing, everything that you do and you love is free. You know, from there, let it grow, and hey, don't look back. I mean, just do it. In the end, that's all you have to do.
Absolutely. And if you get a chance, go on Pinche Smokers Barbecue, their actual site. They shared recently their testimony of their first catering event was with a small Walmart grill and having hamburgers right off a little small grill, and then building up to an actual grill that they bought from one of your friends as well that we talked about earlier.
Yep.
And then to the point now that they have their own truck. So everything takes time. You got to start somewhere. But I will tell you this: you always want, if you're wondering where am I going to get the money to fund this, I don't know how it happens, but God puts the right people and He puts the right the right funds and everything in your actual place, and he will make it happen. One thing that I've always tried to preach, and one thing that I've always tried to understand and still grow myself, is to literally these two words: let go and let God. Once you do that, everything just starts opening up. And the more you practice that within your life, it just starts opening up opportunities. The right people start being a magnetic field where he just brings people in here. I shit you not, yesterday I was in this office. I went out to go grab some water in my cup. A guy walks up and he says, "It's a pretty good day today, huh?" And I said, "Yeah, it really is." And I said, "Do you work here?" And he said, "No, I'm over here and doing some classes." And I said, "What do you do for a living?" And he goes, "Man, I'm a creative contenter. I do logos and I do this and I do that." And I said, "Man, I need somebody like you. I have a lot of business owners who need their logos being made." And he said, "Let's work together." And then it's just weird how God puts the right people in your place. And, you know, when you bring those people in and you start helping them grow, it just all, like someone said earlier, it just all tenfolds, it all comes back.
Hey, God is good.
All the time.
And what they say, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life.
You heard from Miss Tasha. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And, you know, that's why we're all here right now at almost 8:30 at night, is because we all love what we do. We're all trying to spread the word to get other people excited about, you know, possibly owning your own business. You know, I will say that expect to have downfalls, expect to fail, expect to fall down, but what did you say? Not give up and just keep on going.
Never give up. Never give up.
So let me ask both of you guys, while they're still eating their food as well, what is the next level? What is the next goal for Big Rome's Barbecue? Where do you see yourself? And then the same question for you, Gabriel, after he finishes as well.
Next goal is, you know, I don't know. I think it's just loving what I'm doing. I think as long as I love what I do, I'm going to keep doing it. But there is some good things coming for the future for Gabriel at Joe's Meat Market. That's going to be huge. I can't wait for that. Big Rome's Barbecue is going to keep doing what he does in cooking and getting the support from a family. As long as my family supports what I do, I'm going to continue doing it.
Right.
I mean, that's a big part of it. You can't do it by yourself. So I appreciate everybody, all the love to all those that have supported, collaborated. Love you guys. So I'm just looking forward to, hey, man, you never know. Might have that food trailer around the corner. You never know.
That's right. What about you, Gabriel? What's the next short-term goal for you?
Well, you know, I've been approached by some little towns around the area, wanted me to open a store nearby, but I think it's too close right now to that one right there, that it made you know, take a little bit out of that store. And if we open another one, it's probably going to be somewhere in Fort Worth area.
Nice.
Because we already have people driving from Fort Worth.
Correct.
And so we wanted, it'd be logical to put one on that side, you know. And you're talking about a while ago about, you know, let go and let God. You know, some of the items that we sell there, we donate 100% of the profits to building schools and churches in third world countries. We're in India right now. We're building some schools and churches there. There's a lot of persecution there. I'm about to join a board of it's called Help International, because now I want to go into South America and help our people over there as well.
Yes,
Mexico,
sir.
Honduras, Guatemala. So yeah, let go and let God. You know.
I love that.
Yeah, most
Give it
definitely.
up.
Yeah, and coming June 10th, we're going to be raising funds for that same reason. June 10th is going to be a charity event where we invited all small businesses that have their seasonings there, things like that.
Yeah.
And we're just going to raise funds. Barbecue's going to be free there. We're going to be cooking, so if y'all ready to donate, hey, we're there, and all those are going to go to build
funds.
those. Yeah.
Well,
build those
make sure I get the flyer. I'll make sure that we advertise it that week up to make sure we get a lot of traffic going through there as well. So make sure to give me that information. Shout out to Soraya, my daughter who's logged in. Shout out to my mom Eva who's logged in. You know, like Araceli said, when you do something with love and passion, there's no room for hate. And it's crazy because it's easy to recognize it. You know, when you see it coming, and I just kind of boomerang it and then put them back to wherever they go. Shout out to Miss Andrea Epperson, who's also from Fort Worth, as well, who's logged in as well. So, how's the food, guys?
Man, it's great.
Yes.
What's my food?
Well, Caesar left.
He tore into it.
Caesar left some fork marks all over the table. We're gonna need to run a fundraiser to get a new table for the end of the table. But guys, we're gonna take a quick break with Ya Tu Sabes Radio. I'll make sure to share the video. We'll be right back.
Are you starting to plan your daughter's quinceañera or Sweet 16? Look no further and book with Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
We offer beautiful, creative, and fun photos to remember that special day in your daughter's life. Everything from portraits, invitations, print and framing, and full day coverage of the quince.
We have affordable packages and dates available to be of service to your family.
Find us on social media at Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions.
Feel the Flow Productions, photo and video for your quince or Sweet 16.
Feel the Flow Productions, your source for quality and creative photography.
This is...
Ew, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? It's Saweetie.
This is the Ya Tu Sabes Radio Show.
Have you been looking for a job and keep hitting a dead end? Where they're located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Jobs that they're looking to fill include forklift drivers, machine operators, clamp drivers, pickers, packers, scanners, window assemblers, shipping and receiving, general labor, and much more. Located at 2629 North Stemmons Freeway, Suite 102, Dallas, Texas 75207. Call them today at 972-942-5551. We'll see you then.
Yo, 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 what's up? This your boy YF Dizzy from the Red Pill Experience. And if you wanna laugh and have a good time, then you are at the right location. This is Ya Tu Sabes.
It's your boy, Ya Tu Sabes, and I'm here with
Caesar, founder of Loquito Coquito.
Are you looking to create a crazy night with family and friends? Then make sure you pick up some Loquito Coquito made of natural fruits and other ingredients and get loco with Loquito Coquito.
This is...
Ew, it's your girl Cardi B. Hey, what's up? It's Saweetie.
This is the Ya Tu Sabes Radio Show.
Show me what it's all about. Got good scene. Always with my team and with my pocket full of green. Better know what's up before you come here chasing things. You know I always spit it like it really ain't a thing.
Best believe it coming through, showing you just how we do. Always showing out, just like we plan to do. Just like we plan to do. In my city acting real.
We lay it down for the city, man. You know we be southbound. The way we came and dirty, show you we put it down. Triple D Texas, diamonds on my necklace. Run around the city with my girl acting reckless. We lay it down for the city, man. You know we be southbound. The way we came and dirty, show you we put it down. Triple D Texas, diamonds in my necklace. Run around the city with my girl acting reckless.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Are you ready?
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get ready.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Ya tú sabes.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
You already know.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
It's time. It's time for the Ya tú sabes show.
We are back here at Yatu Savage Studios, located at 8500 North Stemmons Freeway. Thank you to everybody who's logged into Yatu Savage Radio. Thank you to everybody who shared the video. Shout out to Miss Bella Morales who's logged in. Shout out to everyone who's been watching. Susanna, who's also logged in. Andy says she wants some barbecue now. Yeah, you'd already started something already with everybody. And so, you know, I'm in a little food coma right now. I don't know about you guys, but that really hit the spot. And everything like that. Big Rome, thank you so much for bringing that food out. It was really good. If they want to get your seasoning, where can they find your seasoning at as well?
You can get it at Joe's Meat Market, Taurus Meat House in Waco, Prolific in Watauga, Texas, and all the Jabos Ace locations.
So what can they use the seasoning with? Because you did kind of mention that you had it on the coleslaw.
Yeah.
Is that something that needs to be soaked in?
Well, on the coleslaw, it's a little different, but the meats. So pretty much like...
If somebody wants to cook out, run them through the steps of how to make sure that they have good quality meat.
You want to know what's going on right here.
He wants your secrets, man.
I know, right? Look, so
Secret of
check this
use.
out. So this one right here, the Competition Sazon. Okay, that one was made for pork, anything pork and chicken. But it's been doing great with fajitas.
Okay.
The reason why is because it's something that comes back to my California roots in a sense, is that we love the orange juice, the pineapples, the cilantros, and then you add the beer. Then you want to add some Competition Sazon. That's what you want to add into it and get those flavor profiles right in. Let them rest for about, a couple of hours, and then from there just cook on. So really with the Competition Sazon, it's meant for pork and chicken, but it's great on beef also. The steak sazon, hey, get yourself a tomahawk, man.
Yeah.
Fill that sucker up with some of that, hot and heavy, no problem. The thing I love about it, it's an SPG, salt, pepper, garlic on steroids. It has comino seeds in it, so it really amplifies the flavor, and it goes right into the meat.
Yeah.
So it's a great flavor profile. The thing I love about it too is that you can actually use both of them together with no issues.
Which one did you give me?
The Competition Sazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm about to move to Grand Prairie. I will be cooking out next weekend. So look out for that video of how that comes out. So I'm going to make sure to use that as well.
Yeah, let me know, brother.
Now, as well, Gabriel, down there, with Joe's Meat Market, what type of meats do you offer? Because people want to be able to come in there. Can they buy brisket? Can they buy, what meat options do they have when they come to your store?
Well, we sell a lot of steaks there, a lot of brisket, a lot of ribs. I think our price point is probably 40% less than what you would find at a store like a Sam's or a Costco. But believe it or not, even the butcher from Costco buys meat in my store.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're just a lot cheaper than they are. But primarily ribeyes, T-bones. Filet mignons is probably one of our best sellers. We can sell 800 to 1,000 a day on the weekend. And during Super Bowl weekend, it's probably that was one of our best sellers. We saw almost 3,000 of those. It was amazing to see. Yeah. So steaks, we offer a little higher grade fajita than what you would find in other meat markets. We also offer the ones they sell, so to give some options. Our tableta is also a little higher quality. So, man, just come try us out. You'll know the difference once you try it.
Now, will you say you're about 30 minutes from Dallas?
Yeah,
Yes,
about 20, 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I took a drive up there. It took me about 25, 30 minutes. And so it's worth the drive, guys. So if you're going to have a big event, should they contact you maybe before if they want to buy a lot of pounds of brisket or fajitas in advance? You know, people who want to do their own cooking, but for their quinceañeras and weddings and things of that sort.
Yeah, for that, yeah, we want to, because we cut as we go. We're not like the other meat markets that have
just the slabs.
Yeah. We like to cut as we go. We like to cut it fresh. Whatever you see on the counter, that's all we got. We cut as we go. We do have several big caterings going on here this week. People ordering like 800 burritos. You know, $2,000 worth of brisket and ribs. So you know, we can move some meat in there, but we can move some meat in there.
I love it. So, guys, I want to say, first of all, thank y'all so much for coming on Yatu Savage Radio. It was a pleasure hearing the backstory of where you guys started and where you guys are at now. Wish you guys nothing but success. But before we do go, Gabriel, do you have any last-minute shout-outs to friends, family members, dogs, or cats?
Man, I want to thank our customers that we won't be able to make it without them.
Yes.
The Rose City community has been very strong, helping us, very supportive. Barbecue community, we couldn't do it without y'all, and it's a familia, man. This barbecue community is a familia. We support each other. Here currently we had some people with some tragedies, and we tried to help them out and raise funds to help them out, and that's what this community does. You know, that's what makes Big Rome and myself and Smeedy and the other guys strong, because we take care of each other. It's a barbecue community, and it's very strong, very heartfelt community, and not just them, but other people around the area that we try to help and be successful. And if they have issues that maybe all they need is a ear to hear, you know, just to listen. But shout out to all these customers, because without them, you know, we won't make it.
Absolutely. I love that. And it's always having gratitude for the people who are helping you continue to grow, you know, and it begins with the people who are in your city, in your town and everything like that, who are consistent every single week. What about you, Big Rome? Any shout outs you have, sir?
Yeah, big shout out to my family, my wife putting up with me, my little daughter Jazz for being part of what I love, the passion and everything. Shout out to all the barbecue brothers, Texas Barbecue Chapter, man. I love you guys, man. If it wasn't for y'all, believe me, this motivation, I don't know where it would have been. Big shout out to Gabriel, obviously. I mean, what else can I say? The guy has a big heart, and man, I'll do anything for him. You know, we put an oath last year. You know, we're brothers, and we're gonna continue being brothers, and we're gonna continue to push each other to be stronger, bigger, and we're gonna keep giving back. And big shout out to everybody that buys my barbecue, man. I really, really, really appreciate that. And thank you for supporting small business like myself and Gabriel. I mean, that's no better way than doing that than supporting corporate America.
Absolutely. And I always say there's strength in numbers. You know, when we all come together and we unify, and there's nothing we cannot do. And so continue to support local businesses, continue to, support by literally, like he said, it costs nothing to share a video or put a thumbs up, or to, I'm always big about if somebody's asking for a barbecue caterer, drop those people's names in there, and then let the customer make their own decision, but at least give them the opportunity to let them know who's in the community and who's doing it. I'd rather do that than to tag Dickie's Barbecue. Right. Although I've done that on Maria's page a few times. Just to piss her off. There we go. But guys, I want to say again, thank y'all so much for coming on Yatu Savage Radio. Where can they find you on social media, and what's a good phone number for them in case they want to get a hold of you in order to buy any type of products or services from you guys?
Instagram, Big Rome's Barbecue. Facebook, Big Rome's Barbecue Empire. TikTok, Big Rome's Barbecue. Contact 323-509-6526. Email, bigromesbarbecue@gmail.com.
What about yourself, Mr. Gabriel?
Joe's Meat Market, all one word, on Facebook, 972-635-9456. Reach out on Messenger or give us a holler. Best thing to do is come and see us, and you'll see what we're all about.
So make sure you follow these two guys on social media. Make sure that you do eventually try his brisket. It is amazing with the coleslaw on it. We had great reviews, and these people said before the actual interview, a lot of them I met for the very first time, they said, we're going to be honest. And that's what we want them to be. We want them to be honest and give us their genuine responses. And, you know, we were 4 for 4. Everyone loved it. Even our board ops, they enjoyed it as well. And it was just a pleasure. It was a lot of fun tonight and everything like that. But again, if you're just now listening to Ya Tu Sabes Radio, we're located here at 8500 North Stemmons Freeway. And we all offer two things, you know, really here. We offer an opportunity for you to come on here and do a live interview where we can let your family members and friends know, and people who you've never met know who you are, and use the platform to give yourself more visibility and more exposure. We also rent the studio out for anybody who's interested in doing their own podcast. Big Rome, I didn't know this, but he used to do podcasts himself. And so, you know, if you're passionate about your business and you're the expert about your business, this is the best opportunity is for you to come on the actual show and talk about who you are, what you're doing, any specials that you're running. So whether you want to do a 1-hour show or you want to do a 2-hour show, it's totally available for you. You can DM me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at Ya Tu Sabes Radio, or you can always contact me at 214-562-7755. Shout out also to Laura and Gracie, who were on here yesterday. She's a realtor and the other is a lender. And they're having a free seminar happening on April 29th at 4550 Gus Thomason Road in Mesquite, Texas. Go on her website, go on her Facebook, and register at Eventbrite for that free that free seminar that's going to be happening at her sister's location. So again, continue to support local business, continue to help each other, continue to stay positive. And I'm going to end the show by saying, like I always do, God is good all the time, and lead with love. With all that you do, thank you to everybody who watched the show. Thank you for everybody who shared the show. We'll see everybody next week. Ya Tu Sabes.
Let's go.
Woo. Good job, guys.